Hello friend, this is Ryan Hicks at TaughtToProfit.com, and today I want to talk to you about why the rich get free things that the poor don't. I was talking with somebody one time and they said, I don't understand the rich people, they get free trips, they get free upgrades at hotels, they get free car upgrade. Why does this happen to them when they're not the ones that need it? They can afford to buy the whole entire business. Why are they getting free things when they don't need it? This is a fundamental problem of mindset, because even if you weren't rich, if you had the right abundant mindset, you would carry yourself in such a way that you would get these same benefits that these people are getting. But part of it is just basic economics. Listen, if you have a wealthy person come into your establishment and you treat them well, they're going to tell other wealthy people who then may come into your establishment and spend a lot of money. Where the poor people, who do they have to tell? Other poor people who aren't going to come back to your establishment. And if they did, it would only be because they want freebies. And this is a huge thing that people have real trouble with understanding. When you don't need something, you don't have that desperation, that clinging, that just hoping so much you can get something for free, then it starts coming to you in a wave, in abundance, and avalanches of abundance. When you're in that non-resistant place, as Jesus said, to resist not evil. When you're just in that natural non-resistant place, you're not resisting things, you're not fighting everything and putting on battles and fronts against everything. You're just going through life, and whatever happens, you know is going to be for your good and abundance and blessing and greatness. And that's exactly what will happen to you. You'll get according to your faith. You'll get what you believe for. You'll believe and you'll receive. And you'll go through life and you'll have that blessed life where people do things for you. I'll give you an example. I was in a store one time and I asked somebody for some assistance finding an item. The person went to the back, they found this item, they helped me make sure it's the best product for me and everything. And then they left. Another employee said, I've never seen them do that. I said, what do you mean? That's the meanest person in the store. I've never seen them be nice to anyone. I've been here 10 years. I've never seen anything like that. But see, my mindset was going to this person that they're going to treat me well. I'm a blessed individual. I treat others well. I treat them in the way I'd want to be treated, and they're going to treat me a great way as well. I didn't walk in because, oh, well, they have a scowl on their face, so I better be careful with them. Better find someone else, they're not going to treat me well. One time I was in a city on business, and things got worked around where I needed to leave earlier, and so the flight's scheduled, and so I'm going out, and this is before Uber or anything, and there's 0 taxis around. And I was not in town going anywhere to need a car, so I didn't rent a car because I wasn't going anywhere. And so I said, well, it's going to be a great day anyway. If I have to walk to the airport, it'll still be great. But I won't have to walk. It's going to be great. Something's going to work out. And 20 seconds later, around the corner, and there's nothing going on. There's no cars anywhere. No one's driving. There's 0 taxis. A limo pulls up. I didn't call a limo. And the limo driver gets out and he says, hey, do you need a ride? I said, I sure do. I need to go to the airport. He goes, well, I'm going to the airport. I got to pick someone up. You want to pay $5? I'll take you to the airport. Sure. So I went to the airport in a limousine in luxury for $5. And I obviously gave the guy a nice tip. But here's the thing. It wasn't about saving money. I didn't care about that. I would have paid whatever for the taxi. But there was no other options. But see, for my life, there was other options, because I wasn't going moping through life expecting the worst, expecting that misery, failure, suffering I must have to walk to the airport because there's no taxis around. Oh, poor me. Why did this happen to me? And I've known people, the slightest little thing, they're ready to cast off their faith, and they're just whining and they're believing that, oh God, why is everything working out against me? Why am I cursed? Just all this nonsense. And this is one of the things people have the problem with, is the wealthy are getting blessed. They're getting good things and more abundantly that they don't even need, because they have an abundant mindset. They expect the best. They know their life is blessed, and they believe for more blessing each and every day. They're not moping through life talking about, well, the poor get poorer and the rich get richer, except to say that they're going to get richer. Where most people saying that are on the other end just expecting more poverty. Do you see how that one phrase I dealt with in other videos, but it puts you in the mindset of expecting wherever you are is where you're going to be, and in a worse state eventually. But that doesn't have to be you. You're highly favored of God. You're highly blessed by the Creator of all things. Why would there be any limit in you? Why would you have any limitation? Why would you have any doubt that your life is going to work out the best it possibly could? But of course, this takes your cooperation. You just lay in bed all day, you don't reap the rewards, you don't reap the benefits. Now, if I just stayed in my hotel room and whined and cried about there being no taxis and how am I going to get to the airport, I would not have been in the position then to be there at that moment that the limousine is going to be pulling up. A guy driving to the airport sees someone standing out there. He knows the situation. He sees, okay, there's a guy standing there with some luggage. He's obviously going probably to the airport. Let me pick up a quick $5 because I'm already going to the airport. But I wouldn't have been in that position had I not been standing out there. And this is the thing with action. When you take action, you get yourself in the position to reap those blessings. God can't make your crops grow to great, massive, infinite levels of abundance when you refuse to go out there and plant the seeds in the first place. This is where the cooperation comes in. It's not God limiting you, it's you limiting you. This is why I tell people they need to work hard. They complain, they whine, and say, well, I just want to work smarter, not harder. You do both. You work hard and smart, and God will bless you. But if you only want to work smart, or at least you call it that, basically it's another way of saying I don't want to work hard, I want to be lazy. That's really all it boils down to. And many people just say that because they don't know anything. They're just repeating some catchphrase they've heard, and they think that's somehow going to do something. You can be in the exact position, I don't care how much wealth you have right now, to have that blessed life, what the world calls a charmed life. If you'll have yourself in that right abundance mentality, a non-resistant mentality, you're not fighting things. So my example of the limousine ride to the airport, if I had went down there and been complaining, got myself in that vibration, that anger and frustration, and why has this happened to me? I'm doing the best I can. Why is God not? If I'd gotten that vibration, that mindset, that limousine probably would have taken another street and never even went past me. I was in the right non-resistant mentality, a mentality of abundance, expecting the best, and that's exactly what I got. So even if I wasn't laying around in the hotel room complaining about my lot in life, if I had went down there and so I was in the right position to receive the blessing, but then I wasn't in the right mindset, the vibration, my energy was anger and frustration and doubt and unbelief, I wouldn't have received the blessing. And this is what so many people are going through life. They think these rich people are getting these blessings simply because they're rich. And there's some partial truth to that. But there's also just the mentality of knowing you deserve abundance, knowing God's going to give it to you, and knowing that even if things seem to be going astray from your plans, it's going to work out for your good. It's going to be even better than the way you had planned. Listen, my mentality of going to the airport was to get a taxi. Taxis are not exactly great. They're fine, but they're not great, and lots of times they're dirty and not really where you want to go. My mentality was expecting the best. So for that to happen, there was no taxis. And for that to happen, another guy driving a limousine needed to be going to the airport at the same time within 20-30 seconds of my arriving to the curb, trying to determine how I was going to get to the airport. Expecting the best. You have to expect the best. This comes from you deciding to be positive. Now, people think, well, positivity doesn't work, but it does. It's not just blanket positivity and blindly saying positive things as if that's somehow going to change something. It's about really becoming the person that believes they deserve the best and they're going to receive the best because God is an infinite God. He's the supplier. It's not about you. You're doing the right things. God is infinite. Abundance and blessings are obviously coming to you. What I want to suggest to you is get my little booklet. It's called the 7-Day Positivity Diet. It's a really quick read, very, very short. It's about a 7-day, it's not really a diet, it's about being positive. So weaning yourself from negativity and thinking negative, and you will see great, massive changes to your life, great results. And you'll start seeing just how abundant God's universe is and how He's ready and He's set you up for blessing. Don't you be the one that chooses cursing. As God said, I set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life. Are you going to be the one that chooses death? Most people are doing that. They don't even realize they're doing it. They tell themselves they want the best. They want life. But then they speak and think and act in a way that brings about the curse. You don't need that. You want life and that more abundantly. Receive it today. Believe for it today, and you will have it. You'll be one of those people living the blessed life. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.